Kouichi Tοχέι was the first Aikido 10th Dan to be promoted through official Aikikai channels, and the only official 10th Dan to have received that rank while still alive and actively teaching. As chief instructor at the Aikikai during the years of Aikido's post-war expansion, he was the face of the Aikikai, both in Japan and abroad, where he pioneered the expansion of Aikido to the United States. Born in Tokyo in 1920, Tοχέi's father began to teach him judo when he was 9 years old, in an attempt to strengthen him physically. He received his black belt in judo at the age of 14, and continued his judo studies when he returned to Tokyo to attend college. But after a bout with pleurisy, he replaced his judo training with training in Zen and Misogi. That training would form an important part of Tοχέi's post-war Aikido teaching. In 1939, one of Tοχéi's senpai at the judo club told Tοχéi about a teacher with phenomenal strength. With a letter of introduction in hand, Tοχéi went to meet Morihei Ueshiba. Despite some doubts raised after watching the student's training, Tοχéi entered the dojo as a direct student after an encounter with Morihei Ueshiba, which removed his doubts as to its effectiveness. In his years during the war in China, he credited his Aikido training with helping him to maintain calm in the face of adversity and enabling him and his men to survive the war safely. He found insight into the principle of heaven and earth espoused by Morihei Ueshiba, which established the groundwork for the development of his ideas for Aikido in the post-war period. After returning to Japan in 1946, he and his family lived for a time with the founder in Iwama, where he was one of the instructors for the young Morihiro Saito, who would later become the caretaker for the Aiki Shrine. It was then he also made the acquaintance of Tenpu Nakamura, often called the father of Japanese yoga. Nakamura, along with Ueshiba, would become one of the two major influences on Kouichi Tοχέi and help frame much of Tοχéi's understanding of Morihei Ueshiba's teachings. Kouichi Tοχéi led the expansion of Aikido to the United States when he visited Hawaii. Thanks to Tοχéi's frequent visits, between 1953 and 1961, Aikido experienced an explosive growth in the Hawaiian Islands. This peaked in 1961 when Tοχéi accompanied Morihei Ueshiba to Hawaii along with Nobuyushi Tamura for the dedication of the Honolulu Aiki Dojo, the first dojo outside of Japan to be built specifically for Aikido, and the founder's one and only visit to the United States. Kouichi Tοχéi's relationship with the founder was not always without difficulties. Tοχéi felt that the founder was jealous of his increasing popularity and stated that Morihei Ueshiba spoke badly about me behind my back until the day he died. But he remained a figure of great prominence and influence at the Aikikai Honbu Dojo in Tokyo and around the world. When the founder passed away in 1969, there were a number of discussions as to who ought to succeed him and in what form. But despite considerable support for Kouichi Tοχéi, Morihei Ueshiba's son Kishomaru was eventually appointed as his successor, becoming the second Doshu, or Master of the Way. Amid growing tension, in 1971, Tοχéi formed the Ki-no Kenkyukai as an organization separate from the Aikikai, in order to promote the principles of Ki in Aikido. This eventually led to Kouichi Tοχéi's resignation from the Aikikai Foundation in 1974 in order to become head of his own Shinshin Toitsu Aikido, which he announced at a dinner in Honolulu for then Doshu Kishomaru Ueshiba, followed by a public announcement in the local Hawaiian newspaper and a famous letter sent to Aikido schools around the world in which he stated, "I have tried with all my heart to repay the kindness of Master Morihei Ueshiba, who founded and taught me Aikido." Kouichi Tοχéi's Shinshin Toitsu Aikido, Aikido with mind and body coordinated, continued to grow and develop until his passing in 2011, and is now presided over by his son and successor, Shinichi Tοχéi. He remains one of the primary technical influences on the development of Aikido in the post-war Aikikai, and was a tremendous influence on many of the major post-war Aikikai instructors.